Welcome to this Dreamweaver tutorial on embedding audio in your web page. Hopefully some of you will already be familiar with embedding video into web pages. Audio is almost exactly the same. It's essential that you understand exactly what you are doing and how the actual system works. Dreamweaver itself uses an embedded player basically, and the way this works is that we create as normal a space within our web page, and then we add the player to it. So I've got here a template, much the same as you would have created in your exam. So I'm first of all going to go to File, I'm going to go to New, I'm going to create a new page from Template. Up comes my page. I'm automatically going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Save As, and I'm going to call this the audio page. So audio page, and create that as an HTML. So save that in the right folder. My next job is to make sure I'm in the editable area, which I appear to be, and I'm actually now going to insert another AP div into that editable area. And I'm going to make sure that it sits nicely in the middle. Now, because it's an embedded player, this is something we're going to actually have to do in the HTML coding. There isn't any instructions or shortcuts on the menu bars for this that we can use. So the easiest thing to do is go to the split, so you can see both your div, okay, and the actual code itself. First thing that I would advise everybody do is to make sure that, as in this case, this div is sitting within the div which has got the editable area, which this clearly is. So this little div is sitting within another div, and the fact that they are blue rather than grey instantly tells me I am able to edit those, so it's in an editable area. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resize my div because I don't want it that big. I just want a little bar showing obviously the progress of my audio file, much as I'm sure most of you have seen before. So I'm simply going to set my height to 40 pixels, and I'm going to set the width to 200. So there it is. So straight away now I've got my little div. I now need to actually put something in that div, and as I said before, we are embedding a player. So the first thing to do is open a new tag, which you do with the arrow key there. You then write in embed, because that's what we're going to do, and that straight away tells the HTML page that you're going to be putting the player in. You need to tell it what the source is, much the same as you do with any image file. So we go src for source equals, and then speech marks, and we can actually browse the file. Now, here's the kicker. When you first bring in most audio files into your web page local files, they will be probably in something like an MP3 format. However, Dreamweaver, in its infinite wisdom, picks up on the fact that actually, even though it's an MP3 format, its original file format would be in a WMA. It's just a compressed version of a WMA basically. So therefore it actually stores it in its native file format. So therefore when I go and browse now, I'm going to be looking for my Adele file. Now I've got two here. One which is a WMA, which is going to be the one I'm looking for, and the other one's a WAV file. That's a large file, and we don't want to use that. That's rather big, as you can see, 49 meg on its own. So we go to the smaller one, which is 3.71, which is about the normal size for an MP3, and as you can see it's listed as a WMA file. We click on that and click OK, and it immediately embeds it there for us. Because it's a player that we're using, remember, we need to give it some size parameters. So we still need to tell HTML what size that you would like your player to be. In my case, as I said, I set the div up for it, so I'm going to use the same one. So it's width equals speech marks 200 pixels, close speech marks, and then space, and then height equals, and then speech marks, and then 40 pixels that I decided, speech marks, space, Next thing that we need to have in there would be the alt text. So alt equals, and again, speech marks, and just tell it what it is. In this case, it's going to be a music clip. So that's if any screen readers are being employed, it will tell them exactly what it is. And the last thing that we need to worry about here is the auto start. And here you'll see straight away it's given us a chance to do it. So if I click on auto start there and double click, okay, and immediately click on false, that will then tell the player that it's not to start as soon as the page opens. Thereafter, I need to close the tag. So we go / and then the other arrow. And then we need to tell the machine that we've stopped using the embed. Well, that's where the embedding finishes. It should allow us to get rid of this. It should be everything we need. So important there, close off the div tag and then tell it that we've finished the embedding by again /embed, and that tells it stop embed. Okay, and once we've got that in position, we should be able to then hit the file and save. So we hit the file, save, and hopefully then when we go to our preview, we will have a web page, and on that web page it says allow the blocked content, so we allow that. It gives us our player, and straight away then when we hit the button, we go and we play our file. Now obviously there are a number of things that you can do in addition to this, which you could actually use to augment or make your page a little bit nicer. You could very easily just get another APDiv and put it just over the top of the top edge of the player div, and that would give you that effect that I can show you in a moment of putting a picture on the player so that people can see exactly what you're talking about. And if I just go back here to my other page that I created earlier, I've created a music page, and on the music page you'll see there I've actually got an APDiv with Adele picture there, and you'll see if you just look at this very carefully, you can see where the two are stitched together. So one's just overlapping the other, but it gives us a lovely picture of Adele, gives us the player, and obviously everybody then knows exactly what we're talking about. Hit the button and away we go again. So that's all from me for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.